over here on the passenger side. If I'm going to get out of the parking lot with it staying up there. Really take a wide turn there. I'll be damned. Fix this. Most of the time we're just going to be going straight. Ooh, nice looking moon up there. Little, about an eighth of a moon. A little Mac tonight look. Has a reddish look. Why is the moon always red now? I feel like that just started a couple years ago. But anyhow, never mind the moon. I know Spud would care about the moon, but really that's it. We're here to talk. Well, we're not really here to talk about Phish. We're just here to announce that there's 2 weeks until Phish. That's a big deal, right? It's Wednesday. Arkansas, though, man. What the fuck, man? It's been almost a minute. Where you guys at? I take a week off and nobody shows up? Well, I don't blame you. It's not like the last couple of live streams were great. I'm not mowing my lawn this time, though, at least. So anyways, we got 2 weeks till Phish. Gonna open up in Arkansas. That last video I posted, someone called Sigma Oasis as the, I have to go back and look and get his name. But he called Sigma Oasis as the opener in his, in the comments of that video. And I think that's a good call. I mean, not a call, not that I love Sigma Oasis, not like, oh yeah, good call, man, can't wait. Been waiting a year and a half to see Phish, and then we get a Sigma Oasis. But I think it fits the, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I just don't think they're going to come out of the gate with a Free or a Tweezer, Down with Disease. Sigma Oasis would be the perfect song, because technically that album did come out. I mean, even though we already knew those songs, they played Sigma Oasis, all this and that. But it would technically be like a song off the new album. In fact, it's the title track. It's my favorite track. Handicap hand job. All right, so I couldn't. Anytime I say title track, I gotta say that. So, anyways, that's actually a pretty good opener call, I think. I mean, like I said, I could be way wrong, and it might just open up with Down with Disease and be like, fuck it, this party is on. But that might be a bit much, man. Like I said, they don't want like a happiness explosion right there at the get-go. Song 2, it's on. But, people are going to be chomping at the bit, as they say. Chompers. So if they come out, it'll just all hell will break loose. It'll just be so crazy. I'm imagining something like that. Like inflated hamburgers just getting tossed around. It'd be wild. Impossible burgers, maybe. So other than that, that's it. But really, I just fooled you with the Phish thing. I really want to talk about the Flintstones, the Jetsons, and Miesha Tate's boobs. I mean, Miesha Tate already probably had the biggest boobs in the sport. Now she's had a child. She's still breastfeeding. And she said she is going to breastfeed as close to fight time as possible. Empty those suckers out. But I am really concerned about this, And not even in like a, oh yeah, titties, man. Fucking, not like that either. Just like, I don't know. I remember this girl on the cross country team back in fucking school that had huge tits. They were definitely not an advantage. I kind of feel like the same thing about Miesha's comeback. Oh man. So I'm a little worried. I wish Chinchilla was here. He'd be somebody to talk to about that. And then the Flintstones, man. I don't know how the Flintstones got on my radar today. What is this? I'm not even turning. But that show originally aired from 1960 to 1966. That just blew my mind. I did not realize the Flintstones was that old. So then, obviously, if you're thinking about the Flintstones, you got to think about the Jetsons. And they did air simultaneously. Although the Jetsons not around, only lasted for I think 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons at most of the Jetsons. I couldn't believe that. Again, there was a time there briefly, maybe like 61 to 63, where they were on the air at the same time. Then at some point, like in the 80s or 90s, they made a movie, the Flintstones Meet the Jetsons. So anyways, I was thinking about watching the Flintstones from beginning to end, doing recaps of each episode. Turned my channel into a Flintstones YouTube. Probably not a lot. I mean, I might be the only guy doing Flintstones recaps. But I really thought, that show, like when I was a kid and watching reruns, I just kind of thought maybe it was on the air right before that. Then I heard they're rebooting the Wonder Years, which is whatever. I like the Wonder Years. I might check out the reboot. I don't know. Probably not. I don't really care so much about Kevin Arnold these days. Probably won't care about this new Kevin Arnold. But anyways, what was crazy to me is that show aired in like 1988. That's when it debuted. or ended. I don't even know. But anyways, the show took place in 1968. So you only went back in time 20 years. So if this new Wonder Years does that, follows that same format, it's like, all right, it's 2021 when we're filming. We're going to go back 20 years in time. That'd be 2001. Now, I know when I was a kid watching the Wonder Years, it just seemed like a throwback to an era so far away. Like I just could not even understand it or know anything about the 60s and the 80s when I was watching. So, I mean, I was like, God, is that what it's like if you're like a 12-year-old kid now? Do you think of 2001 as like some bygone era that just like you can't even comprehend? And it's like must have been so weird. I don't know. I think in 2001, it seems like yesterday. I mean, pre and post 9/11, things got a little different. Now, I guess pre and post pandemic, things are going to be a little different. Anybody at all worried about the, never mind, I'm not going to say it. Because nobody here's worried, I assure you that. It says right there, 7 people are watching. None of you are worried about it. So I think that covers it, man. We got 2 weeks till Phish. I will be recapping that first night. Might have to keep Mary out of the house just so I don't feel like such a fucking idiot. I mean, that's the worst part. I always figured, yeah, man, someday I'm going to meet a girl. And she's probably just not going to be down with this whole YouTube thing. Grow up. We got better things to do, this and that. But that's not really the case, man. Mary's actually a fan. And she likes that I do it or whatever. But I feel weird. It's not her, like, putting pressure on me to quit being a loser and grow up or anything like that at all. It's just that I feel like a loser who probably needs to grow up. Just still making YouTube videos, I'm supposedly a grown man. I don't feel like a grown man, though. I still feel like a kid, although physically I'm starting to feel a little older. Oh, hey, what's up, Spud? There you are. We opened up the video, of course. Saw the moon, first person I thought of. Spud, Mac Tonight, Doherty. Remember Mac Tonight, Spud, the McDonald's thing? That was a stupid idea. All right, so we're almost home. I didn't have a lot. Dude, now all of a sudden everybody shows up and wants to talk. So I take it everybody's fired up for the Arkansas shows. Nobody really is concerned about Miesha Tate breastfeeding during fight week. And even fewer people are fired up for the Flintstones. But come on, you didn't know that show. Oh, there you are. Oh, cool. Good deal, Spud. That's right. You get notifications now. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know about the legend part. I was reading a forum earlier. Somebody talking about my first video. Anyway, somebody referred to my first Phish video recap back in 2014 as genius. And somebody was like, boy, we sure are slapping that word around pretty liberally these days. And I was like, yeah, man. Although I'm very proud of that first Phish recap. I thought it was hilarious. But let's not go as far. Let's reserve words like genius for, Beetlejuice and Gary the Engineer and Jeff the Drunk and things like this. I don't know why I just thought of the Whack Pack. And aren't most of those Whack Packers dead? See, we got a light on. Has Mary been here? I haven't really been looking at the chat. I can never tell if she's awake. That's one way I can tell if she's up or not. If she's in the live chat, I'm like, all right, she must be awake. But if she no-shows the live chat, well, would he be here? All right, guys, I'm officially. Hey, what's up, Michael? Sorry, Craig. I will not be making it down to Arkansas. Oh, thanks, Stavely. Yeah, man. I just had a little momentary lapse of reason there. I don't know what happened. Every now and then it happens. I'm human. It's internet, man. It's a tough gig. But, some days I feel like that. And other days, I hear from some people and they're like, hey, we like you. That's all that matters, man. And I do still enjoy doing it. But the hassle, it was different when I was just solo F Zappa 20. Like I was saying a minute ago, Mary does not care at all. But look, man, I can't be up at 1:30 in the morning screaming about the Phish. She's in there fucking trying to sleep, I mean, I guess I could wake her up. What the fuck? All right, dude. Boom. Hey, what's up, Matthew? Long time no see. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We're at about the 10-minute mark. I don't know if Woody B showed up or not, but I saw Michael and Spud and a couple other familiar faces there. I know you can't see me, but you have to trust that I just gave you a fist bump. Boom. Mary Zappa 20. Like to shit. I could bring her in as a noob, get a noob perspective, but she'd never do it. Maybe off camera, I could just like yell, like, hey, what'd you think of that Carini? I don't think she likes Carini. Girls don't like Carini. All right, guys, boom.